step, you know the rep. It crawls and creeps. Keep holding your breath until you fall asleep. From the minor leagues, we got no time to bleed. You need to open the peeps to stop tripping over both your feet. Tie your laces before you try to chase. Disgrace, don't discriminate, it paints any face. I've been many places, and I made them all to be. You want some fire on the roof? Yeah, sure, follow me.
I've been high plains drifting since the 90s. Cypher backpack with some weed, that's where you find me. I was listening to Wu-Tang, trying to do the group thing. They called us Log Cabin, we opened up a new lane. From the life to the bloat, I was there for it. Rock steady, scribble jam, all the rare moments. We been in the game so long, but still evolving while they all been singing the same song. So
touch, you don't want it. Rush, you don't want it. Broke, you don't want it. Choke, you don't want it. None, you don't want it. Done, you don't want it. Murs and Slug and Ace, and she's on it. Touch, you don't want it. Rush, you don't want it. Broke, you don't want it. Choke, you don't want it. None, you don't want it. Done, you don't want it. Murs and Slug and Ace, and she's on it.
She told me that she never had no one to listen to. Tried hip-hop, but it was hard to get into. They called her bitch and it was so disrespectful. She turned a deaf ear and started bumping techno. But I apologize, and here's a dedication. I'm not a saint, but I really ain't for degradation. Fuck a bitch, love a woman, that's my new motto. Yeah, I'm ignorant, but trying to be your role model.
Pulled half my life through this homemade pipe. Took a left, like I know it's right. And I'm supposed to give a fuck about what you bout. Like, isn't it something now? Shut your mouth, you bugging out. Yeah, I know we make them go nuts. So what? You know what? Hold up, don't interrupt the grown-ups. Get busy, TC, Twin Cities, where she keeps it pretty. And your CD's a frisbee. Touch, you don't want it. Rush, you don't want it. Broke, you don't want it. Choke, you don't want it. None, you don't want it. Done, you don't want it. Murs and Slug and Ace, and she's on it. Touch, you don't want it. Rush, you don't want it. Broke, you don't want it. Choke, you don't want it. None, you don't want it. Done, you don't want it. Murs and Slug and Ace, and she's on it.
The ultimate, we're as dope as it's supposed to get. Some say they want a new style, some say they like our older shit. Critics threw their darts at my heart, and I took it, put it all on my shoulders, but it left my back crooked. Bit, but not broken up, late night hoping. Lost with no cause, got the eyes wide open. Scheming on a dream that's always seeming to unravel, cause we caught up with the legions of the demons that we battle.
You ain't an artist, you a scumbag, douchebag. Cause when it rains you keep waving some new flag. You ain't a critic, just a giant midget, trying to get with any tool to help you climb that big dick. Where you can hide between the pride and guilt, stand still and deny the time it took to get it built. Or illustrate the definition of hell and shape it into whatever it takes for you to feel felt. Touch, you don't want it. Rush, you don't want it. Broke, you don't want it. Choke, you don't want it. None, you don't want it. Done, you don't want it. Murs and Slug and Ace, and she's on it. Touch, you don't want it. Rush, you don't want it. Broke, you don't want it. Choke, you don't